It's been all respect from Cole Young in the lead up to tonight's showdown with Jules Scott, but the veteran from New Orleans, Ninth Ward, believes he will show Young that there are levels to this game.
A move to the welterweight division proved to be just what the doctor ordered for New Orleans native Jules Scott, as he picked up his third power slap win in May by defeating Andrew Fields. That bit of business done, Scott is now the 6th-ranked 170-pounder in the world and rising fast as he approaches tonight's matchup with Cole Young. Firmly entrenched in the top 5, New York's Young knows that he may be giving up the edge in experience to Scott, but with the tools he brings to the stage, he is more than confident that he will send his opponent crashing to an emphatic defeat. Coming up next, Cole Full Send Young faces Jewel Kid Diamond Scott.
And here is Jules Scott. These fighter walkouts brought to you by 10X World. 10X your business, 10X your income, 10X your life. Go to 10xworld.com. Since his last match, he's been training almost all slap stuff. Been doing Olympic lifts, rotational, hit, circuit training, really focused on getting stronger as the 38-year-old from New Orleans.
Yeah, he said his numbers in the gym are through the roof now, you know, and coming into this one feels very, very prepared and very confident. He said, listen, all of my opponents, they kind of quit. He said they choose not to get up. He said Provost quit, Anthony Green quit. He said last time out, Andrew Fields, he refused to let me slap him because if you recall, he flinched 3 times, so he got disqualified. He said, everybody is scared of my power. And let's be honest, Jules Scott, he does pack a slap. He's got a lot of combat sports experience. I'm very confident coming into this matchup.
3 kids, couple of teenagers watching at home, seeing what happens tonight as he takes on this man. Cole Young. Call him Full Send, just 26 years old from Hornell, New York. Hurt his hand a little bit, says it's feeling great. And this is what else he told us, Michael. He said, I didn't wear shoes last time.
Yep.
And I rewatched the broadcast and I heard what you guys said and I'm wearing shoes tonight.
It's idiotic not to wear shoes. They give you traction, they give you grip, which equals more force, more power into the strike that you deliver. Now, he's been here 3 times now. He's had a knockout, he's had a draw, and he's had a loss. Coming into this one now, he feels, you know, like all of these guys, they're getting better every single time. They're understanding the game more. And as we know about Cole Young, pardon me, you know, he's got a very interesting backstory. He's a taxidermist, he's a hunter, and he's also a father to his young son that has this terrible condition called CDG. But right now, doing very, very well. You know, he goes through cycles, some ups, some downs. Right now, his son is doing very, very well. Shout out to young Cal. Of course, he has that condition, CDG. So, terrible stuff. But here, he's very confident in this one. I'm looking forward to it.
Big-time hunter, been working on deer food plots for the last couple months. As we take a look at the tail of the tape, you can see that Cole Young is the taller man, but it's Jules Scott, the plus 105 dog. This one's pretty even with a 2-inch reach advantage over the young up-and-comer Cole Young. Let's send it to our Power Slap announcer, Justin Bernard.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is 3 rounds in the Power Slap welterweight division. Introducing first, in the blue corner, he stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 169.5 pounds. Out of 9th Ward, New Orleans, Louisiana, Jewel Kid Diamond Scott. And now in the red corner, he stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in officially at 170 pounds. Out of Hornell, New York, he is the number 4 ranked welterweight contender in the world, Cole Full Send Young. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Jason Herzog. Winner of the coin toss and striking first, Jules Scott.
All right, here we go. It's the OG against the young up-and-comer. And Cole Young, the -135 favorite in this one. He will be on the receiving end of Jules Scott first. Remember early on, Jules Scott was the one guy who kind of went low. A lot of people started emulating his style.
I thought they told me to hear.
And he actually relishes that. He loves the fact that people have been copying his style.
Yeah, well, he considers himself a pioneer in this game. He kind of spearheaded a lot of these techniques that we're seeing. And this is a new approach. He's got a very, very wide stance right now. As we said, he's been training a lot. He hasn't been working as much, spent more time in the gym. Look at this. Here we go, down low. Cole Young just takes a look around as if to say, is that it? Is that all you've got? Come on, big shot. You talk all this game, and you give me a little tickle.
No, you did good, man.
It was a good shot, though, to be fair.
Look at the anticipation on Cole Young's face, and look how low Jewel gets.
How low can you go? Look at Jewel. He's jumping up and down. He's loving this. You know, I spoke to one of the contestants last time, and they were saying, do you understand the adrenaline rush? Standing there knowing you're just going to let someone slap you in the face.
I don't remember who told us, but he said it's like jumping out of a plane. That's the type of adrenaline that
jumping out of a plane, going on a roller coaster, competing on the power slap stage. All right, Cole Young
has.
Look at Jules Scott's face.
The lips are puckered.
Don't flinch.
Takes it nicely.
Took it well.
He just brushes it off. Look at these two.
Look at the eye.
Hit me in my fucking eye.
He said that. He said that leading into this one. He said every time he hits people in the eye.
You're all right. You're all right.
It's the thumb.
I think it is the thumb.
Give him some hard shit, brother.
See? It's the thumb kind of caught him. Clean slap.
Hey.
Yes. He has the black fingernail polish on. He's brushing off that slap. 2 solid slaps in the first round from these guys as we move on to the second. So this is slap number 2 for Jules Scott. Remember, they're 3 rounds.
Right hand.
Now, I would say 10-9 to Jules Scott in round 1 there. I
would agree.
Yeah, a bit more impact.
I would agree.
On his blow.
Don't you fucking move.
Here we go. That was a big one.
That was massive.
Cole Young felt that.
And Jules Scott said to him, don't you effing move, right before he slapped him in the face.
I think his face is already starting to swell up a little bit. This was clean.
Look at that, though. I mean, that was very disciplined from Cole Young. Saw the slap coming, closed his eyes, nothing near a flinch, stayed right there. Boom.
That rocked him pretty good. You could see that eye was just kind of rolling around just a tiny bit. Here's the crowd reaction.
Brilliant.
I love our react shots. Our camera guys are so good. Everybody back there in the control room on point. Good work, fellas, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's see what Cole Young has here. A lot of times when guys get rocked like that, they don't hit as hard as they did before.
Yeah, that's right. That's what they tell us after receiving a big blow in round 1. They're never the same. You can't get it together. But let's see what Cole Young has right now. Jules Scott.
He's kind of chuckling there.
Pivoted again, man. What the fuck? We call this shit.
So the referee is calling a clubbing foul.
So the vast majority of the time, yep, there's a 1-point deduction for the foul.
1 point clubbing.
Yeah, it's falling apart right now for Cole Young.
It looks like
he's not
as
moving.
we move into round 3, yeah, he just landed kind of right there with the wrist more so than the hand.
Yeah, let's take a look from this angle. And it's almost on the neck as well. So a little off target there. And again, we always say it's just as important. Yeah, from that angle there, you can clearly see, I mean, that kind of clubbed the neck as opposed to the jaw. Getting it on target, not fouling, not stepping, just as important as generating as much power.
Round 3.
Because I would say that Jules Scott actually, as much as I'm a fan of Cole Young, I'd say...
Well, how are you feeling?
He won both of those rounds.
Jules Scott.
It's just pardon me. Jules Scott won both of those rounds.
Right.
And Cole had a point deducted.
So that's a 10-8 round.
That's a 10-8 round.
You're set right here. Chin's good. What hand, what count, sir?
Right hand.
We're in
on
round
3.
3.
Right hand on 3.
First shot for Jules Scott. Rocked Cole Young with the last
That's his
one.
fucking move. That's gonna
Face
be my
starting to
best
swell
one.
up a little bit. Nervous smile on Young's face as he gets set to receive the third slap.
1, 2,
Here we go.
Kid died to make
I tell you,
serious contact.
serious contact. But Cole Young has a serious chin. As soon as he made impact, he smiled. He could not care less.
Here's another look, that low wind-up.
Hold on, they're talking about a step. I don't know about a step, more like a jump.
Yeah, well, that foot's completely off the ground.
He's only 5'7".
Valid point.
He needs a step ladder.
It's good. These things just roll off, right? They just roll off. Get up there. You need a stick. Here's a stick. There you go, Carrie. Thanks, Carrie.
in the box, sir. In the box. Right on 3. Come on, you're good.
All right, so Cole, he needs a knockout here.
He needs a knockout, and he's all up for it. He's not messing around. Right on 3. Let's go, Cole. Let's see what you got. And he needs a knockout in a big way. There's 1. Here's 2. Get ready. Oh.
I think it might be, is it the eye?
He's
Clubbing!
he's not in
clubbing.
the play.
Clubbing, man!
It's not a knockdown. No knockdown. No knockdown.
They're saying no knockdown. They're calling clubbing.
Time.
He's saying he can't see out of his left eye. It was a little high. Yeah, oh, man.
I don't know if that's a club. It might have been a tiny bit high, but
Yeah, it's not a club, but it wasn't exactly on the cheek. I guess it was higher, but that's not against the rules,
look at this,
right?
Michael. I don't know how high it is.
That's high.
It's on the temple almost.
Yeah. And that is actually detrimental to what you're trying to do anyway. When you hit somebody on the jaw, you've got a way higher possibility of rocking them, of knocking them out, putting them to sleep. When you hit up high, you're landing on the skull. You know, of course, it's going to hurt the eye as well, but you're going to hurt your hand, tear a bicep, and less chance of knocking them out. But Cole was all fired up. You know, he was very anxious to get back in there. It was like, right on 3, let's go. And rushed it.
Well, I can't emphasize enough how important it is to not have fouls. They're still trying to figure out if it was a club, but I don't think it's going to matter either way because Jules Scott certainly had the slaps that did more damage.
Yeah, regardless, the match is over now, and I think Jules Scott is only a few seconds away from being declared the winner by a decision. Get that ice on you, brother. Ooh, that's swelling up nice.
Here's another look. This is that 3rd round slap. It was high.
Yeah, and the palm was right on the eyeball.
Yep. Still trying to figure it out. Jason Herzog, Kerry Hatley.
You know, in traditional martial arts, a palm strike is actually a very, very powerful blow. The palm is a tough part of the body, and you can actually knock people out with the palm, as we've seen many times. So that's why the clubbing is such a, it's such a big foul.
Yeah, I think that's our best look right there. Here's another one that kind of displays the landing spot.
The palm clearly connected first, in my opinion. As I say, I'm not trying to kick Cole Young when he's down, because I'm a big fan of the guy. But we've got to call it like we see it. That, to me, looks like a club.
Yep, I would agree. They're still trying to sort it out right now, but I think any way you slice it, let's just say theoretically there was no penalty there.
And now apparently they are discussing whether or not there was a flinch from Jules Scott.
Jules Scott won the first round and on your scorecard, 10-9. Jules Scott won the second round, 10-8.
With the point deduction.
Let's just say hypothetically, they call a flinch here, and they call a club. I don't know if I really see a flinch.
I don't see a flinch. Granted, I'm not known for my vision, but I don't see a flinch there.
But I think if you do the math, either way, it's Jules Scott getting his hand raised.
Yeah, in the words of Din Thomas, irregardless, it doesn't matter.
Here's another look.
I don't see a flinch. No flinch at all.
I don't see it. If anything, it might be a
step from Cole Young.
No, they're wearing different shoes here. These are more form-fitting shoes. You're allowed an inch, right? And you're allowed just kind of like a little tiny pivot, but not a whole lot. Still sorting things out. This is the replay light. All right, let's take a look at how things went down here. Let's look at the first round, Michael.
Yeah, so Jules Scott, as I say, I scored this at 10-9. Look at the wheel-up or the wind-up that Jules Scott has. It was a better blow. Neither man was particularly hurt. Cole Young had a good response, but not as much impact. So I gave the first round. We see it there. Jules Scott took that no problem. Moving on to round two, kind of the same thing. The same technique from Jewel, going down really low, really driving through, and we see the pain straight away on the face of Cole Young. And then once again, when it was his turn to swing and land a blow, not as much pop, and there was a foul as well, so we got a point deducted. So that's 10-8 Jules Scott. Here's the final one. That was a good one. Really good connection. And then here's the one that really hurt Jules Scott, the potential club. And then ultimately I'm hearing that they are not taking a point. They're not calling it a foul.
So if you don't call that a foul, do you give that do you give that round to Cole Young?
Yes, I give that round to Cole Young. It wasn't a foul. It was a fair blow according to the judges and the referees. He knocked him down. He did a lot of damage. So for my money, Cole Young clearly won round three, but I still don't think it's enough once they tally the scorecards.
Yeah, I think you're going to be right. I think essentially it's going to come down to round one where Cole Young did not land his strongest strike.
I mean, listen, if we're scoring it like UFC and it's on damage, Cole Young did the more damage, the most damage. That eye is nasty on Jules Scott.
Yeah, it's has a little mouse underneath, pretty swollen. Side of the head swollen too. Jules Scott from New Orleans, Louisiana. 38 years, one of the older competitors, one of the more seasoned competitors that we have in Power Slap.
I'll tell you what, first decision of the night, though. We have been flying through these fights. A lot of action.
There's your scorecard, Bisping, and I agree with you every step of the way here.
Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory, to be honest. You know, I think it's clearly evident Scott landed the bigger blow in rounds 1 and 2, plus the point deduction for Cole. And then round 3, yeah, of course, Cole Young responded in a great way. Clearly won round 3. Too little, too late, though.
All right, let's send it to Justin Bernard to make this one official.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score the contest 29-27 for the winner by unanimous decision, Jules Kid Diamond Scott.
Coming, you bitch! I'm coming, bitch! Oh!
Kid Diamond Jules Scott improving to 4-2 in Power Slap. Has now won back-to-back fights. Good sportsmanship here. When we asked him about Cole Young, he said nothing bad to say, but I'm going to knock him out. Didn't knock him out, but he does get the win. Says everybody quits against him. I'll tell you one thing Cole Young is not going to do. He ain't going to quit. He didn't do it tonight.
he's never going to quit. He's got a very, very good reason to be here, just like all of them. But Jules Scott walks out of here a winner. Let's take another look at some of the action. Once again, Jules Scott bringing it from down low and driving right through the face. Let's take a look at every shot that he landed tonight. Some good form, good technique, massive power. Hey, good chin on Cole Young, though.
Absolutely.
They were solid blows, and, you know, he hardly took a backward step, and now the winner, Jules Scott, gets to talk to Charlie.
Michael, thank you so much. First thing that Jules Scott asked me was, how do I look? And the answer is, you look fabulous, my friend. Swollen eye and all, but you got the win.
I think you're trying to get brownie points, but it's all right.
How are you feeling right now? I know that was a little bit of an aggravating match for you, but you looked really good. You looked very dominant on offense and defense.
Thank you. I've been working really hard. I didn't take any time off after the last fight. I just kept training. I was very familiar with Cole. I watched him when he first came on the scene. I was also very leery about him hitting eyes. So kind of sad I got my eye caught, but it's all good.
I was going to say you were correct in assuming that might be the case, but what was your feeling when Cole Young actually came over and congratulated you on your really powerful second shot?
He's actually just a really nice guy. Before the fight, he was always nice. You know, competition brings out the monster in me, so I'm here to eat people. We can be friends after.
Okay, so talking about eating people, we kind of heard you mutter something up there like, I'm coming for, and we didn't catch the rest of it. Who are you coming for?
Chris Thomas, bitch ass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He sent me a message earlier today saying some personal things. You know, we were kind of friends in the house. He said some things that I shared in secret or in private, but in a malicious way. So the friendly shit is over. I'm coming to smash his ass.
All right, I like the attitude, and I think now it's time to go get some ice on that eye, but huge congratulations. Nice work out there.
Thank you so much. Always a pleasure to talk to you.
You as well. Guys, back to you.
All right, Charlie, thank you very much. Back-to-back wins for Kid Diamond, Jules Scott. Things are definitely heating up here in Las Vegas. Power Slap 4 live and free on Rumble.